Hello viewers, I'm going to discuss the top 5 accessories you should get for a Jeep. Now the extreme off-roaders, well, they're going to be into lift kits and body armor and all that stuff. This is for the general public, daily drivers, occasional off-roaders. Number 1, you could ask 1,000 Jeep owners and they'd all tell you new headlights. These are JW Speaker 8700 Evolution J. They're made specifically for Jeep Wranglers. They have built-in anti-flickering. The only one made exclusively for Jeeps. I have a video showing how to install them. It's pretty simple, unplug and plug. By far, that's the only one I would get for your Jeep. It's got the half halo too. Number 2, a reverse camera. With the very short window with the spare tires sticking over the back, the third brake light, and the window wiper motor. There's no room back there. So get you a backup camera. That's the number 2. Number 3, you probably can't even see them. Get a good set of deep slush mats. These are tire patterned. Keep the mud and dirt out of your Jeep. And here's the back seat ones. One of these days I'll quit filming at night where you all can actually see stuff. It always tends to be when I film. And be sure to get you a rear slush mat. Now these are those deep treaded ones. They're actual Jeep Mopar brands, the ones I recommend. And don't worry about this, there's 2 varieties of this. If you have a subwoofer on the floor, this comes cut out. If your subwoofer is over there, then this obviously isn't cut out. Just pick the right one for your vehicle. Number 4 and number 5 are both dealing with the roof here. Go online, do a search for Jeep Wrangler LED interior lights. Get you a set of interior LED lights. A good set will also come with rear reverse lights and a tag light. They're like 20 bucks for a set. You can do a search on eBay or Amazon for those. And the last one will be the insulation kit for this roof. It insulates the whole roof and this sidewall here. I have a set, but I don't have them put in yet. And it keeps it about 12 to 15 degrees cooler in here in the summer, and it reduces noise vibration. So that would be my top 5 picks for new Jeep owners for comfort and safety. Now I know I said top 5, but if you got a few extra bucks, 2 more things to make comfort great is this. There are little shims, or so to speak, and you put them under your back seat, and instead of your back seat being straight up and down, it reclines it back about 2 to 3 inches. I think it's 2.5 inches, and makes the ride back there for passengers so much easier with it reclined. If you got a few extra bucks, I'd get that, and I'd also get this stubby antenna, 12 to 16 inches, much thicker, insulated, instead of that big tall 3-foot tall ugly steel thing that comes from the factory. Just get your little stubby antenna. So whatever you do, I would definitely replace the headlights with JW Speaker 8700 Evolution J's, and I would add a brand motion backup camera. That's the one I used. I have videos showing how all that installs. Pretty much anybody can do it. You don't have to be mechanically inclined to do those. But I would definitely get the backup camera for safety reasons, and the headlights in the front. I also want to point out, if you plan to go off-road even a few times a year, or if you live in an area where you're constantly going up a muddy or dirty, potential muddy area, you got a lot of snow, my third choice would change over to a winch. I didn't mention it because a lot of people don't need them. But if you plan to off-road even a couple of times a year, if you live in an area where you're going down dirt roads or there's a lot of snow, I'd really like to see a person buy a winch in the number 3 position. Winches are all over the place, from $400 up to $2,000. Smitty-built, Warren, they all make really good winches. The Warren 10S synthetic, I like the synthetic lines. I feel they're much better and much safer. If you're a serious off-roader, you have to go with a Warren, top of the line. And they're going to run you $1,200-1,400. If you're just occasional off-road or just as an emergency procedure, you've got winches that can run $400 that are 8,000 pound winches. 8,000 would be the minimum. 9,500 or 10,000 is really good. But if you want the cream of the crop, it's a Warren winch. But I can't say to spend $1,000 for a winch if it's only there for a possible occasional emergency. Then get a Smitty-built or Quadratec or any of the other ones. I'd rather you see you have any as none if you have a need for it ever, as long as it's at least 8,000 pounds. And I would prefer 9,500. If you're a serious off-roader, you're already going to know that, and you're going to get a top-of-the-line Warren. But like I said, just for occasional use, in case of an emergency, then a Smitty-built, you might as well save $300, $400, $500. Quadratec or any of the other ones would work fine, as long as they're at least 8,000 pounds. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.